Hello everybody and welcome to the Richmond Raceway for the 12th race of our 2004 NR2003 season. Dale Earnhardt Jr. starts on the pole alongside Jimmy Johnson in the 48. As Earnhardt looks to get a second win of the year, and Johnson looks to push his way into the playoffs with his first win since the end of 03 after missing the playoffs last season, trying to get a rebound year here for Jimmy as they're going into turn 1 and 2 here. 3 wide for the lead, Earnhardt, Labonte, and Johnson, who will come out on top. Looks like Labonte, while Johnson will get moved out of the way. Earnhardt will lead the opening lap racing here. Richmond Jr. in the lead, Bobby Labonte second, Johnson third, Gordon fourth, and Stewart your top 5 at the moment. 1 lap in, now on lap number 2. Here Richmond going down this back straight. Behind us, as I'm counting, there was Michael Waltrip into the wall hard behind us, and the 15 is crashing, and the caution will come out for the first time today as Michael Waltrip goes crashing hard into the inside wall, and that car is destroyed. A hard lick right there for Mikey. He is pounded into that inside wall right there. A big lick for him off of Terry Labonte. Michael Waltrip's car completely destroyed. He is done for the night here in Richmond. Mikey is out. Meanwhile, as we continue on racing, Junior's lead now into lap 41 and lap 42. The last lap of stage 1. Jimmy Johnson is taking the lead back. Labonte is second. Earnhardt Jr. is third. Jimmy Johnson looks to get his second stage win of the season here. Almost about to lap Kevin Harvick and Casey Kane. Harvick has won twice. He's your defending champion. Then the rookie Casey Kane's had a strong year on the verge, and Harvick has gone the lap down. Your defending champ is a lap down in stage 1. But Jimmy Johnson gets a stage 1 win here in Richmond. Labonte is second. Bobby, that is. Third is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Fourth is Stewart. Gordon is fifth. Sixth is going to be Rusty Wallace in the 2. 7th is Elliott Sadler in the 38. 9th is Vickers in the 25. And sorry, he's 8th. The 9th is Terry Labonte in the 5. And Robbie Gordon runs your top 10. As Jimmy Johnson, your stage 1 winner here at Richmond. Backing away on lap 74. A little under 30 to go in stage 2. Johnson in the lead. How about Johnny Sauter in second, trying to throw a wrench into things with some strategy. Gordon third, Junior fourth, and Sadler and Rusty Wallace the top 5. As a wild start back as they're monitoring the lap car in his debut race this season, the 72 of Kirk Shelmerdine racing with Ken Schrader, Harvick, and Sadler, who now gets blocked. So we got lead lap cars getting blocked by lap cars, and all hell's breaking loose. Here Richmond already a 3 wide move right there. Sadler in the middle racing Mears on the inside, Shelmerdine on the outside. Shelmerdine gets moved out of the way as we continue on down this back straightaway. Everyone trying to keep it going the right direction as we work our way through turn 3 and 4. Jeff Gordon under heavy fire from Earnhardt Jr. for second right now as Dale wants that second spot on the racetrack. Gordon, though, holding him off here so far through 1 and 2. Both of them still behind Jimmy Johnson. The caution is out on the racetrack. Caution lights are flashing. The caution has come out. Oh, there's trouble behind us. A 41 and Casey Mears is around, as is Nemechek. Big hit. Shelmerdine is in it. Rusty Wallace, big damage. Sterling Marlin involved. Craven's car is destroyed back there. Morgan Shepherd gets a piece of it as well. A lot of cars destroyed here at Richmond. You see around here, the 41 Casey Mears gets turned by Terry Labonte up the track into the outside wall into Shelmerdine. Then Nemechek got spun into top of 9. Rusty hits Mears. Shepherd hits Nemechek into Sterling Marlin. There's Craven scooching by. Brendan Gaughan, Kyle Petty. Others coming from way behind. Must have been involved in the other incidents. Meanwhile, we're 5 wide going to the corner. Everyone manages to hold on to it as we get around the corner. Back at the front, it's still Johnson, Gordon, and Earnhardt at the top 3 like it's been all day. Now on lap 82, it is now Jeff Gordon in the lead. Junior is in second. Jimmy Johnson's all the way in the back trying to work his way forwards after a green flag, or no, after a pit stop under yellow. He'll have to find his way forwards up back into contention of this race. Caution is out on the racetrack, though. The caution has come out. Oh, what has happened is, oh, Jeremy Mayfield, the number 19, is slammed into the outside wall. See, here he gets turned there by Jeff Burton and Johnny Sauter. As we get to see what happened here, see Mayfield gets turned going to the corner. Burton hits Mayfield right up into Sauter, into the wall. 3 of them go. They all spin. Craven gets a piece of Mayfield as well here right at the end. And that's why we are under caution here at Richmond Raceway. See there, Mayfield's bad luck continues, getting turned there by Jeff Burton and collecting Johnny Sauter. Jeff Burton has just had a horrible last couple of seasons here for Roush Racing. He's just gone down the drain for him. Meanwhile, back at the front, Jeff Gordon in the lead, Junior in second on lap number 88. Top 2 pretty top 5 still the same. Just trying to see who's going to wreck this time. It's turning into a wreck fest real quick here in Richmond, but That is to be expected from the races we've had in the past. This is not surprising at all. Still Gordon leading. Junior stay behind. No trouble. Here's Brendan gone into the inside wall. And in front of him, Shepard is around. Morgan Shepard into Marlin there to the outside wall. Caution comes out for 2 multi-car incidents here at Richmond. So another yellow. Johnson still climbing his way from the back. Gordon still in the lead here. Oh, Dale Jr. now in the lead at Richmond. Meanwhile, we look at Jimmy Johnson back here on lap 98.5, trying to work his way by Craven and Kyle Petty to get some more positions to get back close to the top 10 here, going down this back straightaway. Casey Mears, contact sideways, hang on to it. We're going 4 wide into the corner. Tight conditions. They all hang on. Oh, meanwhile, we got trouble. We got cars spinning upside down. Scott Wimmer is up and over. He is on his side with Robbie Gordon and Bobby Labonte in a massive crash coming out of turn 4 here at Richmond. What a wild turn of events. You see here, Bobby Labonte's on the outside of Scott Wimmer, turns him head on to the outside wall, a big hit. Wimmer goes barrel rolling down the front straightaway into Robbie Gordon and comes to a rest. All 3 of those cars done for the day after that hard crash. So a wild series of events here in Richmond, which finds Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr. in the lead now on lap 102, the last lap of stage 2. Jimmy Johnson is taking the lead back, now looking for a clean sweep of stages 1 and 2. Gets by Burton and Mears, put them both a lap down. As Jimmy's come through to bring himself home a stage win, which would be his 2nd of the day, be a stage sweep, his 3rd on the year. As to the final corner, Jimmy Johnson will win stage 2 here at Richmond. Followed by Johnny Sauter in 2nd, Craven in 3rd, Earnhardt Gordon 4th and 5th, then Sadler, Marlin, Stewart, Ward Burton, and Brian Vickers, your top 10 in stage number 2 here in Richmond. Meanwhile, behind us, there's some carnage that's going on. Looks like Casey Kane has smoke coming out of his engine, and the hood is completely destroyed in that car. Yeah, there's a huge wreck here in turn 3 and 4. Coming to the green and white checker down the stage, the Roush Racing, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth at Newman for Penske, Ward Burton gets collected for Haas CNC Racing involved in this incident. And Casey Kane slams Kenseth and gets drilled by Bobby Labonte. That's what puts an end to his day. We're going to get a full-speed replay of what happened here. It's down the backstretch. Looks like a little bit, they were sliding a little bit as what happened was coming out of the corner. Harvick, Kurt Busch trying to merge back onto the track. Kurt Busch gets turned by Riggs and Kenseth gets wiped out by Newman. All 3 go on the outside wall. Ward hits Kurt Busch, Kane drills Kenseth, gets drilled by Labonte, and all of those guys pretty much done. And more carnage. Joe Nemechek is spun around on exit of turn 4. And all that to end stage 2, a fiery end of the stage. Johnson the stage winner on lap 111. Johnson still leading as we're about to simulate. The caution has come out though. We got to figure out what has happened here. It looks like there's a car on the outside wall. Maybe Jeff Green was involved in an incident here. We're going to rewind, see what happens. Indeed, he was collected here, as it looks like he was turned around by Ryan Newman. Indeed, that was the case. Jeff Green got turned by Ryan Newman. Then Newman clipped Terry Labonte, who got spun around. Brendan Gaughan hit Mark Martin, and Mark Martin slid in the outside wall. And that brought out the caution flag of that multi-car incident. Jimmy Johnson still in the lead. Now back underway in lap 126 here. 74 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson still leading this race. Dale Jr. 2nd, Jeff Gordon 3rd. The same top 3 we've had most of this race. Clearly the 3 best cars looking for the win here. Jr. trying to find a way by Jimmy Johnson, who swept the stages, has really been the dominant force today. Jr. had a good point of taking over in the lead, trying to get it back from Jimmy Johnson. Now Jr. right on the back bumper. He's got a huge run on Jimmy Johnson. Here comes Earnhardt to the inside of Jimmy Johnson going into 1 and 2. Not quite to the inside, but he still bump drafted him down the front straight. Jr. right on Jimmy Johnson's back bumper here. An intense battle for the race into 3 and 4. Jr. makes a move to the inside. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the lead. He gets to the inside of Jimmy Johnson. He will make the pass. The crowd goes wild as Dale Jr. takes the lead here in Richmond as the caution has come out on the racetrack. And Terry Labonte is destroyed. So what happened here was Terry Labonte's number 5. Was racing 4 wide with Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle on the exit of the corner here. Tony Stewart just clips Terry Labonte. They slide down the track. They both save it. Then he's 4 wide with Stewart, Biffle, and Craven. And Stewart just turns Terry Labonte hard in the outside wall. Craven gets wiped out. Heavy right side damage for Greg Biffle. And that's one Hendrick car out of this race. Down to just 25 now with 37 to go. Johnson in the lead. Brian Vickers, the rookie, in 2nd. Then Tony Stewart in 3rd. Gordon and Earnhardt trying to work their way back up from 5th and 6th back there in some intense battles. Looks like Jimmy Johnson has the lead secured pretty well here. But Brian Vickers, though, his rookie teammate, putting some pressure on him. Here comes Vickers trying to make a playoff push. right about mid-season here, trying to make his way close up to Jimmy Johnson for that first ever. Meanwhile, back here, Dale Jr. and Jeff Gordon are in the Hornets' nest, 3 wide, racing with Rusty Wallace, Casey Mears, Sterling Marlin. A lot of guys all crunched together. Oh, look out. Newman almost got turned into Rusty Wallace, Dale Jr. They all save it. Well, but now Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes down pit road and Newman wipes out behind him. Newman goes spinning. Nemechek is damaged and Earnhardt Jr. pits under green flag conditions. He's going to trap him 1 lap down here in 11th with just 28 to go. Jimmy Johnson in the lead. Brian Vickers second. Jeff Gordon trying to make it a Hendrick 1-2-3 by scooting by Tony Stewart. Behind us, they're 3 wide. Earnhardt clips Craven into Burton. Contacted. There goes Burton into Stewart. Into the wall they go. Stewart, Burton, and Craven all crash. And the caution comes out again. And more carnage. There's Kevin Harvick and Kenny Schrader gone around. Rusty Wallace as well. And an absolute wreck fest breaking out here in Richmond now. Just 17 to go. It is still Jimmy Johnson now with Tony Stewart being out. It is officially a Hendrick 1-2-3. Johnson in the lead. Vickers in second. Gordon in third. Earnhardt trying to climb his way back from being the last car on the lead lap right now in 10th. Back into contention. We'll see what he can do. But it's still Jimmy Johnson leading with 16 laps to go here in Richmond. It cautions on the racer. Kevin Harvick is upside down. He gets T-boned by Morgan Shepherd. Johnny Sauter, Brendan Gaughan also involved in a wild crash here at Richmond. Harvick up and over. Morgan Shepherd airborne. Johnny Sauter completely destroyed. What happened? Looks like going into turn 3 and 4 here, Tony Stewart clips Ken Schrader. They get just enough momentum to clip Kevin Harvick, send him up into Johnny Sauter, and they both spin in the outside wall, Harvick and Green, and then Harvick gets drilled by Schrader. Launch bounces up and over on his lid, and is completely destroyed. Gaughan, Schrader, Harvick are all out of this race. As is Sauter. Now on to just 8 laps to go. It is still Jimmy Johnson, Brian Vickers, Jeff Gordon, the Hendrick Dream finish 1-2-3. Here Richmond just running away with this race. Looking to come home to bring home a victory for Jimmy here. Now just 7 laps to go in Richmond for Jimmy Johnson. Can he hold on to get his first win of 2004 and clinch his spot in the playoffs to be back in contention for the championship? Of course, missed the playoffs last season, trying to redeem himself this year. Can he do it? We will see as we look mid-pack here. Dale Jr. currently scored in 8th, trying to find his way by Ward Burton and Sterling Marlin here, which would get him up into position number 6. As he's right there on the inside of Ward Burton now. He'll move by Ward to get into 7th. Now goes just underneath Jeff Burton. 3 wide move on the inside of Burton and Marlin. He makes the pass. And Jr. up into 6th now. 1 spot short of the top 5. He's got to find a way by Stewart behind us. There goes Ward Burton. And Jeff Burton's around in the outside wall. He's spinning. Sterling Marlin is crashing. And the caution will come out. And Jimmy Johnson is going to get the win under yellow flag conditions, as here we are on the last lap of this race, running down the backstretch through 3 and 4 for the final time. Looks like Jimmy Johnson is going to lock himself into the playoffs for the 2nd time in his 3rd Cup Series season of his career, and will be career win number 4. Had 1 last year and 2 in 2002. It's going to be a Hendrick 1-2-3 as Jimmy Johnson wins at Richmond. He's into the playoffs. Jeff Gordon, your runner-up. Brian Vickers in 3rd. Hendrick 1-2-3. Sadler 4th. Stewart runs to your top 5. Dale Jr. is 6th. 7th is Ward Burton. 8th is Johnny Sauter. 9th is Ryan Newman. And Sterling Marlin rounds out your top 10 tonight in Richmond. But is Jimmy Johnson getting the victory and becoming our 10th different winner and securing his spot in the postseason. See the updated race results, the final race results that is, on the left side of your screen. And we see the updated playoff grid momentarily. Now your updated playoff grid. Jimmy Johnson jumps all the way up to 4th with 3 stage wins. And, of course, the race win here clinches his spot in the playoffs. The drivers currently comfortably in on points. Jeff Gordon, Brian Vickers, the Hendrick teammates looking great. Bobby Labonte still over 20 the good. Matt Kenseth drops to only 16 above the cut line. Ricky Rudd and Scott Riggs both tied, only 1 point above the playoff cut line. Nemechek out by 1, Biffle out by 6. Yes, I see that their numbers are mismatched. But yeah, Nemechek out by 1, Biffle out by 6, Schrader out by 13, Brendan Gaughan out by 19, and Jamie McMurray below the cut line by 22. So until next episode at Charlotte for the Coke 600, I hope you all have a good one.